Hey everyone, this is Tom Panos from the Real Estate Gym. I'm in Bondi Beach, the famous beach here in Sydney. A very quiet day today because the beach has been closed because of a shark attack that took place not too far away from here. But we're here because we're about to interview Ben Collier, arguably the best agent in terms of GCI in the country in the last 3 decades. An extraordinary agent, does around $10 million in fees. I believe has done $3 million in the last 2 months. We're going to go in and we're just going to look at what is the mindset, the thinking, the practices of one of the greatest in our industries, Ben Collier. Hey everyone, Tom Panos here. So pumped and excited. I'll tell you why, because my wife's favorite agent. She rarely gives compliments. Many years ago, Windsor Street, Paddington. We'd been looking at it, we were the underbidder of that property, and through that experience, I'll never forget my wife say to me, "This guy's just an amazing agent." I said to her, "Why?" And she said, "He's the most normal agent I've ever met." Normal is what people want. And in a world of real estate where everyone thinks that they're George Clooney or that they're a rock star, it's really refreshing to see someone that just gets on with the job. Ben Collier from the agency is with me today, and so is Matt Lahood, who is the head of sales in real estate at the agency. I'm so pumped. I mean, we're talking about, like, this is the Manchester United of real estate. 3 million fees in the last 2 months, doing about 10 million a year over 12 months, rarely ever gets on the stage, rarely ever gets on social media platforms talking about "look at me," but he's been kind enough today just to share a conversation about what life's like, how things have been. But Benny, you corrected me. We actually did a intro and you said, "Mate, no, it wasn't Liverpool Road, it was Windsor." 25 years ago, for you to remember the detail of that property, it's really interesting. I remember it was the trio. McGrath was the auctioneer, Dak and you were the agents, but I'm thinking to myself, you've sold thousands of properties over the years. Are you, like, how do you remember that stuff?
Oh, look, it's a lot of my clients are very detail oriented, but that was a pretty memorable auction, you may recall, where every time you bid, all the neighbours cheered you on, and every time the fellow who ended up buying it bid, they all booed. So yeah. It's certainly one that stands out in my mind. But look, I think it's when it comes to remembering sale figures, people's names, all of those little things add up to what potentially might end up differentiating you from anyone else.
How many years in real estate now, Ben?
I think just over 30, I think it is, yeah.
Matty, you've been with Ben for those decades.
Yeah.
At the other agency and now here.
Yep.
What makes him so good? Because the issue is, one of the reasons he's never done this sort of stuff is he doesn't like talking about it, or maybe doesn't know how to articulate, he just does his stuff. Why do you think he's that good?
I guess possibly one of my flaws, I'm not sure, or positives, is I'll replay virtually every conversation I've had every day in my head at the end of the day. And I'll try and think, geez, that was not a good conversation, I could have handled that better, or what have you. And it wasn't last year, but the year before, I wasn't happy with the direction I was going, with the way I was approaching things. And
It's given you a test drive of Real Estate Gym. Let me tell you, if you're a subscriber and a member of the gym, you'll be getting videos from our co-coaches all the time. You'll be getting mentors, you'll be getting scripts, you'll be getting dialogues, you'll be getting templates, and most importantly, My Prospector, your personal accountability system to make more calls, get more appointments, get more listings. From around $10 per week, realestategym.com.au, your personal coach.